So I'm picking up where we left off at. And Mom Annie had summoned the spiritual guide from the ancestors. And Dr. Anderson died from the spider bites. And Ellen Helen is barely hanging on. So anyway, the wife, Dr. Anderson's wife, and Ellen's siblings, Helen's siblings, you guys, Mark, they went down in the bows of the Titanic to look for Mom Annie and look for Aunt Linda. They wanted them to reverse that spell because they had already lost their father. They didn't want to lose their half sister to those spider bites. They felt like Mom Annie was the only one could reduce the spells. But when they got down in the bows of the Titanic, they were having rituals down there. They got spooked. Barbara, they got spooked while they were down there. They found Melinda and Aunt Annie all right, told them what they felt, and they wanted them to come up aboard. Come up aboard, she says. The wife, Barbara, says, well, you just come on up and help out and reverse that spell that's on my servant. Then Ellen, the twin, said, I can't believe you calling your stepdaughter and your husband's daughter a servant. Yeah, anyway, Mom Annie decided that she was not going to reverse the spell. So I'm starting on page 144 at the top. So Barbara looks at Ellen. Ellen, remember Barbara is Dr. Anderson's wife. Ellen is Ernest's sister, raised on the black side. So Barbara looks at Ellen. Your sister is suffering, you know. She's suffering. She's suffering, you know. Your soul has to feel what your twin is experiencing. I know you feel it. You cold-hearted right now towards your sister, but I know you feel what you feeling. She's suffering. As they left the gym, Mark and Barbara looks back. Mark is the half-sibling. Barbara is Dr. Anderson's wife. So Mark and Barbara looks back. They saw Melinda comforting Ellen. On her shoulders, she was crying. Oh, Ellen was crying because she did feel for her sister. They were raised separately. One was raised with the black family and the other one was raised with the white family as a slave. But Ellen was feeling her sister's suffering right now. She's crying on Melinda's shoulder. She remembers the blow-by-blow account of her evil dad and sister. This led her to go and comfort her sister, as well as their dad. So she just met Dr. Anderson aboard the Titanic, and now he's gone. He's gone. The ancestors got rid of him. So she wanted to comfort her sister and her dad. And after spending a little time together near her sister's bedside, she uncovered a sheet off of Dr. Anderson. For one last time, just one last time, anger emerged into Ellen. She looked at him while he was laying down there and she says, Mom grieved herself to death, Dr. Anderson. She grieved herself to death while you were violating her every day. Then you impregnated her. And then you took my twin. Remember, she's looking over his dead body. She just reminiscing. You kept my sister from me, my twin sister, for eternity. eternity. May your soul never rest. You took my sister from me. You killed my mother. May your soul never rest. Eternity. What's more, Dr. Anderson's mom, Mary, she stood near the body of her son and she understood the twin anger. She knew the day would come where her son's sins would catch up with him. He was just like his dad, just like him. He just like his dad, his mom thought, whom got deleted by a black sharecropper because he caught him violating his wife. Afterwards, and went with his family, the sharecropper escaped. You're just like your daddy did the same thing. Family secrets. Family secrets. Whisper Helen. I didn't know that granddad had gotten deleted in that way. But y'all made him out a hero. I didn't grow up in a house with you guys, but I can remember everybody in the neighborhood talked about how great. And I knew that was my grandfather. My white grandfather, yes, I knew. All of y'all just alike. I'm at the bottom of page 144. Here, Mary was telling her own stories in her own word as Melinda walks in. At once, they move on to talk about Melinda reversing the spider reaction. I hear that you are naturally gifted, said Mary. Mary is his mom, Dr. Anderson's mom, y'all. Oh, she's a sorceress. She's a sorceress. Scratching. That's her twin laying up there in bed. Oh boy, all them spider bites all over her. Just knots and pus coming all out of her. She's scratching. She's a sorceress. That's what she is. My twin sister is a sorceress. She's scratching her legs. She's scratching her arms. She's scratching everywhere. My sister is a sorceress. She raised up out of her bed. Her condition had gotten worse. She did this. She's a sorcerer. Her and Mom Annie. My sister, Mom Annie, and Linda, they are sorcerers. Scratching. Just scratching. Oh, the spider bites just got it itching. Melinda looked at Helen. She looked it over there at Helen. She said, I dabble in a lot of natural herbs. That's all I do. I'm just gifted when it comes to identifying herbs, which has healing power. And I'll heal many, but never will I disrespect Egon and Ogon, the god of war and iron. I would never disrespect them. Only the spirit of Egon can reverse this raft. Ancestor spirit is our guide on this boat. They're the only one can reverse this spirit. They're the only one can reverse any reaction. Oh, it's so painful. It's so painful to watch my baby sister suffering. She's suffering, can't you see? Sandra said, that's a little white half sister. As she and the rest of the Anderson watches Helen takes her last breath. So when Mark and his mom, Barbara, entered the cabin for a moment, they just stared at the body. Mark is the brother. Mom, Barbara is the wife that had to accept Dr. Anderson, her husband having a black child on. Then Barbara made arrangement for them to be thrown into the ocean. Of course, Ellen had this unsure look on her face. That still was her twin. She exited her sister's cabin. Then she trailed Melinda towards the wireless room. Oh, wow, now they back. Woo, boy. Oh, these strange things happening on the ship. Now they in the wireless room. Meanwhile, on the nearby California ship, the California ship Captain Stan enters the wireless room. This on the other boat now. This going on the other boat. He told his wireless operator, Jeremy, to stop for the night and warn other ships of the heavy ice. At once, Jeremy contacted the Titanic. Iceberg warning! Warning! Iceberg! Danger! Shut up! Shut up! Harry yells, "Shut up!" Now that's what was going on. Harry was ignoring those warning signs, y'all. Shut up! Shut up! Harry yells. He had a backlog of private messages for high-profile passengers. He didn't take the warning seriously. So Jeremy from the California ship turned off his system. He stops the boat as ordered. He went to bed. Melinda laughed. She was laughing as she entered the wireless room with Ellen. I see you irritated, Harry. What's the matter, Harry? Are you scared of the spirits? Oh. What's the matter, Harry? You scared of the spirits? Nigel gonna hunt you the rest of his life for taking him off this earth. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Screamed Harry. Shut your mouth, woman! Get out! Get out! He jammed his fist on the wall. Get out! Get out! Get out! As he was speaking, Melinda guaranteed him that his destiny was doomed. Nigel! You know, my homeboy Nigel. The one that you shot in the back, Nigel. He's here to settle the score. Yeah, my ancestor Nigel is here to settle the score with you, replied Melinda while calling her Ashley escorted her away. He told Melinda, look, Melinda, my wife, Stephanie, miss you now. You've been gone too long. You still mad at me? I don't blame you. I'm on page 146 at the top. I don't blame none of y'all for being on strike. Just not none of you Aboriginal for being on strike. He understood how the senseless death of Niger hurted them. You know Harry shot him in the back. You know that this is a clear case of murder. They double team Niger. He was taking all of them down and they double teamed him. He was acting out of self-defense. They shot Harry in the back. Harry shot him in the back. It's a clear case of murder. Oh, well, it's late. I'm going to bed. Just calling Ashley. It's kind of late now. I'm going to bed. Now, you need to go back to your cabin where you belong to. He didn't want to hear that. You know, I don't comprehend white people, said Melinda. Y'all put money before everything. Your wireless operator are more concerned about getting the rich people messages in rather than that ice warning. It's not that complicated operating the wireless system, Melinda said. Your racism allowed you to overlook qualified Africans aboard. You got qualified Africans aboard the wireless system. You are using the black man that invented that wireless system, Granville Wood, by the way. He created this wonderful invention, yet y'all too dumb to use it correctly. Yes. Yeah, I said it, Captain. Yeah, y'all don't understand, y'all. Too dumb to use the invention that my brother invented. Captain Smitty just shook his head. Lord, I don't know about Melinda. I just don't know. He knew Mr. Woods, who was the chief engineer and the only black engineer on a British steamship called the Ironside. He told Melinda that she was extremely hostile towards him. He said he knew that the Titanic was using Mr. Woods' furnace in the boiler room. They were more improved and more superior. Then Melinda told him she creates so many wonderful. He created, yes, our ancestor Glanville Wood created so many wonderful inventions, and every white man across the globe tried to steal all of his inventions. Well, the fire keeps burning. The fire keeps burning, said Captain as she changed the subject. All the Negro firemen just done quit on me after the death of y'all friends. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going to sleep on it, and I'm going to wake up refreshed. I just don't know what to do about the murder of Nigel on my boat. Page 147 at the top. Cursed! I mean, this ship is cursed. Cursed! This ship is cursed, said Melinda. And these stupid bigots, these bigots on this ship will perish. All right now, Melinda, that's enough. Enough, Melinda, enough. A floating tomb. A floating tomb. Yes, Ellen. Yes, a floating tomb. That's all it's going to be, is a floating tomb. At this point, the captain threw his hands up in the air. He left. From then on, Melinda and the other blacks, regardless of what continent they came from, focused on themselves. They knew for insurance claims, whites would label them as a lost good. It became clear to Melinda why no black people were listed as passenger. No, we're not listed as passenger. We are inanimated objects. And no one knows we are isolated from everyone. They were only there to work like servants and to bring good entertainment. That's all they were using us for. Working us day and night. Entertainment. Using us for entertainment. Even Joe. Y'all know Joe, the prince, the royalty. And Granville Woods, being the chief black engineer on the British ship, the Ironside, was subject to hostility and bigotry. However difficult it was, Melinda knew we got to survive, y'all. We got to survive up here on this boat. In the meantime, Mom Annie and her granddaughter Ijoma and Melinda, they still comforting Ellen. Remember, Ellen just got to come in grips that she just saw her sister and now she gone. The reality hit her that Dr. Anderson, that white man, was her dad, and her twin sister had passed. They both had passed. Even worse, she felt that he was responsible for her mother being deceased, Mama Lucy. Helen was, Mom said, I miss Mama, I miss my mother, I miss her. Page 147, third paragraph. Mom said I was just 9 years old, just 9 years old when my aunt said she was 9 years old. She said she was just 9 years old, y'all. Take your time, Ellen. We understand, said Mom Annie. She coughing and she was crying on Melinda's shoulder. But Mama said she was just 9 years old when that white devil began violating her. She birthed 12 kids by him. Did y'all know that Mama had 12 kids by him? Only 7 of the children lived. Oh my God. My white dad sold them to all his family members' household. Lord have mercy. Oh God, yes. Take your time. Take your time now. Take your time now. That's Mom Annie comforting her. Yeah, he sold all my other siblings into his family members' household, y'all, as maids and butlers. I guess in his twisted mind, he felt he was doing something noble for his mulatto kids. Mom died. She died. She was grieving. Her heart was grieving. She was lonely for her kids. Oh, I hate it. I hate that man. I hate what he did to my twin. He took her away from me. She wanted to be a white woman so bad. She wanted to be for a better life. He treated her as his servant. Oh my God. So while Ellen was expressing herself, Mom Annie and her granddaughter, Ijoma, was placing lit candles in a circle. She opened a bag full of leftovers. Boom, boom. She sprinkles what appears to be white flour. Oh, and shakes it in the bag. She pours the white flour covered food in a plate. Then everyone sits in a circle. Come, everyone, and sit around this circle. Let's sit around the circle of these candles, said Mom Annie. Ellen, come on, Ellen, you must allow your tears to drop on top of this food. Page 148 at the top. While Ellen was crying, yelling, ooh, large tears was flowing down. This ship carries our ancestor spirit. This ship carries our ancestor spirit. The energy of our ancestor is alive. You hear me? The energy of our ancestors is alive in this ship. Even though their bones are buried at the bottom of the sea, they're alive. Our ancestor spirit is alive. Oh, I can feel their presence. I can feel them. Soon, our ancestors will join us. Come, John. This is Mom Annie talking. Well, the purpose of the food preparation is because it contained the rest of Mr. Anderson's DNA. After the entire family got finished eating, said Mom Annie, I collected that food because I needed their DNA. Your tears, your mother while you're crying and the tears is dropping on this food will bind this family for eternity. Will bind them. Hours passed and the ladies were still locked into chatting spells. Come, ancestors, come. The spirit of the God, thunder, and lightning, and wind, the God of rebirth, come. The God that buries, that guard the cemetery, y'all come. Egon, come. Bring the ancestors' spirit here. Oh boy, it's done. It is done. It is done. I mean, it's done, said Mom Annie. Judgment Day has come for these evil people selling the Titanic. Judgment Day is here. And starting with the rest of Dr. Anderson's family. What's more, the Anderson hung out in the first class B deck, which accommodate groups and families. Since Mom Annie was the chef in those areas, she knew their routine. Everyone leaps up. Oh, wow, Mom Annie, all of them leaps up. They enter the B deck through the post office entrance. There the Anderson was sitting in a lavish room in expensive chairs. They were eating snacks while their dead old orchestra was playing. They were setting up to play. Out of the side of Miss Anderson's eyes, she saw Ellen's. Grandma Mary, Grandma. Remember, Mary's Dr. Anderson's mama. She looked at her daughter-in-law, Barbara, and told her that the orchestra, they were just so dead. She said, can you request a song from my mulatto granddaughter over there? Remember, Ellen is the lead singer of Ernest Young Reggae Band. What's wrong with you, woman? What's wrong with you? Yes, Barbara. What's wrong with you, woman? Look, said Mary, as she points to Ellen. Look over there. There she go. She's over there with that witch, Dr. Melinda. Look over there, girl. And that shelf, this Titanic shelf, there she go over there. There go my granddaughter over there. As uncomfortable as Miss Anderson felt, she motioned for Ellen and her friends to come to the table. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything I did to your mom and your sister, Helen, said Miss Anderson. I'm just so sorry. In the meantime, Ellen rejected an apology from the Anderson, who had discredited her mom's family for decades because they were black. Word was out that old man Anderson stole the land from Ellen's family. Tell me the truth, said Ellen. Just tell me the truth, Grandma, or whatever your name is, Mary, or whatsoever you want me to call you, whatever you want me to call. Are you my grandma? I don't know you because I wasn't raised with you. You're white and I'm black. Whatever it is, just tell me the truth.